Hello and welcome to this video on navigating Westlaw. This is an introductory video that's designed to allow you better understanding into the layout of Westlaw. If you're looking for more advanced features in Westlaw, please continue looking at this Purdue global playlist on Westlaw. You find yourself on the homepage for Westlaw. It looks similar to all search engines like Google. You got the search bar here. You can put in whatever you're looking for. You like Pepsi Cola? Great. We'll put in Pepsi Cola here. And what will happen is I will conduct a search for Pepsi Cola, is the terms, within all federal court cases. If I'm practicing federal court, then fantastic. That works out really well. If I need to change it to a particular jurisdiction, let's say state, I click on all federal, I'm gonna uncheck that, and I'll pick Indiana. Let's pretend that, hey, I'm looking for Indiana and then North Dakota cases. I can choose up to three jurisdictions. If I choose a fourth one, I'm going to break Westlaw's mind, and it's going to like, you can't do that. That's too much. So let's just narrow it down to Indiana. I click save. You'll notice that this is now changed to Indiana. So I'm looking for Pepsi Cola cases, or cases, statutes, etc., that have the terms Pepsi Cola in it within only the state of Indiana's jurisdiction. If I click the magnifying glass, it'll also conduct a search, or I can just hit enter and it'll take me there. Before I go there, I want to give you an overview of the browse features. I can browse cases by jurisdiction, regulations, secondary sources, etc. Interesting topics that Westlaw will sometimes update on the right-hand side here. I can look at federal jurisdictions, state jurisdictions, or I can look at practice areas. If I work in antitrust, hey, I want to drill into antitrust aspects of the law. And then there's tools, which, West numbering system, and then I can look at my content. So it's really not too much here. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so let's go back to the search bar, Skadoosh, Pepsi Cola, and this is going to be the results page. It's going to give me an overview. And on the left-hand side here, this left-hand column will give me the 10,000-foot view. Here are the cases, statutes, court rules. I couldn't find any regulations, administrative decisions, guidance, or proposed enacted legislation, etc., with when Pepsi Cola is referred. So great, I got just 5 cases, statutes, secondary sources, briefs, and it gives me all the results. All right, so I have cases. You can see Jarbo, it's already highlighted. You'll see a flag here. This is key citing. This is a really a quick way of Westlaw informing you, hey, there may be some negative future courts may from after December 15th, 1994, look at this case negatively. Just be aware, we can provide you some additional research help with this. That's another video, I'll look into this. Let's click on Jarbo, and we can see what this case actually looks like. Top hand side, or the top of the page, I'll zoom in here. You can see here's the case name. Here's the court. Oops, I actually choose it. Here's, I apologize for that. I clicked on the flag. Here is the court, month, day, year of the decision. Here are the citations for this case. And it tells me, hey, it's about 9 pages long. There are a number of tabs here. Here's the actual document, the case itself. This is usually what I'm looking for. If I'm interested in knowing, like, were there any filings for this case, this is where I go here. Sometimes this is useful just to get an understanding of, what was the original brief like? Were there any friends of the court? Did they file any briefs with the court? Are there any negative treatment to this case? And remember that flag? Well, that's that's where you'd be like, you know what? I may want to look at, Dudich. I don't know how to pronounce that. Fleming, like according to Westlaw, this is the most negative case. It gives me the dates and what is the type is of the case, the statute, administrative decision, what they think of the depth. Like, hey, 4 out of 4. That's really good, right? Head notes. Head notes are a way in which Westlaw will put similar information or similar cases, decisions, etc., and just sort of like this one filing cabinet, so you can go quickly and say, hey, I'm looking for summary judgment cases. Click on this, boom, it'll take me there. This will give me a nice overview of the case itself, how it started at the trial court, moved up through the intermediate courts, like appellate courts, if the jurisdiction has one. And then if, hey, the state Supreme Court, this is where we found our case. Here are citing references, really useful. Other cases that cited to JARBO, other trial court orders, secondary sources, etc. And we can see table of authorities. What this will provide me is a view of, hey, these are all the cases that were cited within JARBO v. Landmark Community Newspapers of Indiana, which can be useful too. All right, go back to the document. You can see, hey, this is the overview. This is synopsis and West notes. West headnotes. These are provided by Westlaw to allow you to quickly, hey, I'm looking for cases on estoppel. Like, this is exactly why I came here. I'm going to click on this and it'll bring me to similar cases. There's 21 cases that are included within this headnote. That's another video you can look at. And then from here on is the case. And it's going to be, the attorneys and law firms. This is the judge, Justice Dixon. And we can see and read all through the case. You can see the yellow, it's flagged where I've cited, where Westlaw found my key terms. And this is how you reference cases or review cases through Westlaw. If you're interested in further advanced features of Westlaw, preparing citations, examining key sites, etc., you can examine those other videos on the playlist, the PG Westlaw playlist. Otherwise, please be aware that Westlaw is a powerful database, and that you can do a lot with it. And sometimes your learning curve can be kind of steep, but the more you familiarize yourself with it, the easier it becomes. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you find other videos useful. Take care, everyone.